What's good, Theory here. Today we're going to be looking at using V-triggers in the neutral game, but specifically with the install activations, seen on characters like Chun-Li, Ryu, Karen and a few others. Right now, activating V-triggers is a relatively safe action, and it typically gives you access to either improved tools or entirely different ones. Already we've seen a plethora of combos that include activations for extra damage, but there are some new uses for it that haven't seen as much attention, such as Footsies. The first few examples I'm going to give are quite obvious, and to be truly effective they need to be used as whiff punishes more than anything, but they're still worth giving some attention. Firstly, Ryu's crouch forward is not really what it used to be. Its range is much smaller than Street Fighter 4, cancelled into fireballs, it's not a true block string, and you combine all of this with the fact that most of casts have V skills to go straight through fireballs and this is their only purpose. It's not the staple it once was. However, he does have a new normal. Stand forward. It's vastly improved from the older versions. It goes further than crouch forward. It leaves the opponent standing, and despite its fantastic hitbox, it just doesn't lead to anything. Its reward is very limited. V-trigger actually changes this. If you cancel the move into activation, you can go straight into a fireball or a super, giving you the knockdown, corner carry and extra damage. And it just overall gives you some sort of reward for this amazing poke that isn't just a little slight bit of damage. Another good example is Chun-Li's Stand Fierce, an incredible amount of range, all the time in the world to hit confirm really. A slightly riskier normal due to being vulnerable to jump-ins, but still a must in her neutral game. When cancelled, it can actually go crouching forward into the spinning bird kick, giving her a knockdown and an opening for her pressure game. Once again, these are just very good whiff punishes. Really easy to react to, very quick and just very damaging if you have the potential to cancel them. And moves that don't have the crush counter property, this is the way to use them. It's a very scary sort of method you can use just to make Footsies just a bit more intimidating. Now what is great about V-trigger is it will not activate it when buffered in a button. So if you actually press a button and then quickly press the V-trigger, your V-trigger won't come out unless it is hit or blocked at normal. Which for the longer normals doesn't make much difference, as you won't want to risk whiffing them due to their huge recovery. This does however make a huge impact on some of the shorter range pokes that have high priority, such as Chun-Li's back strong. You can use this attack to beat out a lot of the further reaching buttons just due to how good the hurt box is on it, and if you do this outside of a range where it's normally going to hit, you can buffer your V-trigger for a combo if they stick out attack going into that wall of hitbox. It allows you to get rewarded heavily for predicting an opponent doing something in neutral with very little risk, as you're not extending too far to be easily whiff punished and you're using quick buttons. This technique is also possible with Karen's Stand Strong, and it allows her to combo into sweep or another Stand Strong into a full wrecker combo. It's actually a key part of her pressure, because for her there's not too many ways to dominate neutral without taking some kind of risk. Typically she'll find herself making snap decisions, get into range where she excels, leaving her open to attacks or punishes from using her sweep. Overall, this technique is pretty important in some matchups. I don't think it's going to dominate the game like it did in Cross Tekken with just buffering shorts into boost chains, but it's still useful. It's a safe way to use your V-trigger, and it just allows you to instill a bit of fear in the opponent. Them knowing that your buttons that would typically have good hitboxes and priority now actually lead to something is a really effective and useful thing to have. I think everyone should take a look at their shorter range buttons that they're not normally using in this sort of far range situation and see what they can come up with, because I think there is actually more to this technique than people are giving it credit for. Anyway, I hope you enjoy that, guys, and I'll see you soon. Peace.